Hello everyone. Today we will be designing this login form using HTML, CSS and vanilla JavaScript. So this form has an animation while toggling from sign in to sign up. So when I press this button, you can see that animation. Also, you can observe the changing theme between four colors. So all of these effects we will be implementing. Let's begin. So let's start with our project. We'll first create index.html file and also CSS and JavaScript file. And in the HTML file, to generate the boilerplate, just press the exclamation mark and press tab. It will generate the boilerplate, and we will give the title as Glassmorphism login UI. And we'll need to link the CSS which we have created, style.css, and to link the JavaScript, write script colon source, press tab, and write the file name of JavaScript, the script.js. Now we'll just check if it is connected. So first of all, we need to start the server. You can right click also, right click and open with live server. We'll start the server, and now we'll check by changing the background color. If okay, the CSS file is linked. To check the JavaScript, we'll give an alert. Yes, JavaScript file is also linked. Now we'll start writing our HTML. So we'll create a div with class name container. So dot container, press tab, it will create a div. We'll have a form which will also have class sign in. So in this form there will be an h2 tag which will say sign in here, and we will need a div which will have input as email, and a placeholder we add email address. We need another div for password, input colon password, press tab. We don't need name and ID, we need placeholder. We'll add a password. Now we need to add one p tag. We need to add button which will say sign in. We'll give it a class as a submit button. Now we need to add a p tag which will have class name as forward, which will say forward password. We'll add a text or, and below that we'll add our social icons. So a div with social icon, anchor tag. We don't need href here, and inside this we'll need an I tag. So fa and fa dash Facebook, but the icon is not appearing because we need to add a CDN to use the font as some icons. So below the title, we'll add the CDN. I'll give the CDN in the description, or you can get it online easily. So we have added the Facebook icon. Similarly, we need to add Google Plus. So fa dot Google Plus. Similarly, we can just copy and paste to add the GitHub. You can press Ctrl D to select the similar items and edit both at the same time. So Stack Overflow. This is just a design, so you can add whatever icons you want. This basic form is ready. We'll start with the styling. I need to import some colors first. So these are the colors we'll be using. I'll give this in the description. These are the CSS variables assigned with some colors, and I'm also using a font, Google font, which I'll also provide in the description. Now we'll reset the CSS. So we'll add the margin 0, adding 0, and box sizing as border box. Now let's style the body. So we'll give minimum height as 100, viewport height, and width as 100%. Display will give us flex, justify content center, align item center. This will center these body elements. Now we need to give a linear gradient background. So in the linear gradient, we'll first define the angle, and we'll be using VG gradient. So that's using this var function, we use the CSS variables. So at 0%, then I'll add some shade of black at 50%, and then I'll again add this BG gradient at 100%. So this color is defined here. So this color is being applied. That's how we'll apply the gradient. Now, of course, the color is need to make white text color, and font family will change it to, we are using Poppins, so we can just add it here. Poppins. Okay, this looks good. Now we need to style the container. So we have a container inside the body. We'll just style this div. So we'll make the position relative. Width I'll give as 900 pixel. Height I'll give as 550 pixel. And border I'll give as 3 pixels solid. I'll use primary dark color, and the border top and border left color I'll change. Border top color and border left color. For that I'll use primary color, which is a little lighter. So you can see primary dark is a dark and primary color is light. The borders you can see top and left are light color. To view it better, we can give a margin. So this will not look good because, okay, not here. Here we need to give a margin. So when we will make it responsive, we will remove this margin, so that because there is no need of this margin, we are just adding it to so that we can view it clearly. Now we will add border radius. Let's say 50 pixel. So after adding border radius, you can see some content is being overflowed. So we need to add overflow hidden. So this will be hidden, and we need to change the background of this container. So this container will have background as BG light. This is giving a Glassmorphism effect. Now we'll start with the styling our forms. So this part will start. We need to make it center first of all. Inside the container we have form. We need to give a width of let's say 70% and a height of 100%. We will add some padding, and we'll add some transition duration, which will be 1.2 second. So this will make sense during the animation part. So let's style the sign in form. So we need some specifics on sign in form, which I'll give position absolute. I'll from top it should be 0, and we'll add some transition delay of 0.5 second. Okay, now let's design the h2 here. This form has h2. h2 we will give text align as center, and font size will increase to 2 rem. We'll style the div which contains these input boxes. So these divs will have display block and margin of 30 pixel from top and bottom. Auto will and text align center will make them center. And now let's move to form div, and there is an input of email, so that is specific. We want to add some margin from the top. We'll add a margin of 10 pixel. Now let's style our text inputs. So these two text inputs we are styling right now. We'll first remove the border and outline, so and make the background transparent, and we will first add the border. So the border would be 1 pixel solid, and it will be light in color. So you can see this. I'll add a border radius of 30 pixel, and font size I'll increase a bit. 1 rem looks good. I need to give some padding. So let's give some padding from top and bottom, left to right. Okay. Font weight I can increase, and I also need to give some transition. So this will be 0.5 second. Okay. This looks good. The color should be, so the color right now is black. I need to change the text color also, make it white. Now the color here, okay, it's white right now. It's good. Now the placeholder color will also change because it is not looking good currently. The input placeholder will give a font weight normal, and we'll change the color to lighter tone. So this looks better. That's how this will look. Now the button. So these buttons will have display block and text align center, and margin would be given to center them, and we'll add margin top to 50 pixel. Okay, looks good. We'll design the button later. So from dot p, this will also have display block, text align would be center, would make it center, and form dot p dot forward, which is this word. So this needs to be clickable. So we'll change the cursor to pointer when somebody points to it. We'll change the font weight to bold, and we'll add some margin to 30 pixel from top and bottom. Now we'll add a hover effect on the same because it is clickable. So when somebody hovers over it, it will change its color. So its color will be changed to green like this. Now let's move to form, in which we have p tag containing class or. in that we will add bold, font style will check italic, and margin top would be given as 40 pixel. Okay, this much looks good. We'll style this button later. And now we need to style this social icon. So form has a div containing social. So I am referring to this div right now. So form.social. This will have display flex, justify content center, align item center. It will make this center. Whole div will be centered. We can give some margin also. Let's say 40 pixel. So now we need to add style the elements inside of it. So each one has an a tag. If we add the display flex and justify content center, align item center, it will just center them. We can add some margin from left and right to see the. Okay, now it looks good. We can give some height and width also to each element, so that now it will be further apart. We can give a border radius too, which would be 50% to make it circular. And the currently cursor is not converting to pointer, so we'll give a cursor pointer as well. So it will change. Now I need to, since each icon will have a different color, I cannot add the colors here. I need to add them separately. So I can use the class names I've given in the a tag. So I'm just adding the border 3 pixels solid, and it will have Facebook color, which I've already defined here, as I said already. So all the colors I've defined. Now when somebody hovers over it, this should change its color, background color. The background color would be same, not now, but when somebody hovers over it. So when somebody hovers, so this will change the color. We need to do the same for all others. So Facebook, can press select this word, press Control D. We can press Google Plus. The color name is not Google Plus, it is Google only. So yes, it will change. Okay, let's paste again, and you can Control D to select all, change it to GitHub. It is working. Okay. Control D to select stack dash overflow. The color name is different, I guess. It is stack overflow. Yes. So this is all you will be seeing. Also, we can add. Okay, we can make the icons bigger. So we can do is all the I tags basically, or we can use the class names. Font side we can do 1.4 rem or 1.3 rem, and you can do some transition effect, which will look good when we will add the animation. So that's it. The sign in form is ready. It looks good. Now we need to add a sign up form. So I can just take this part, copy, and just paste it below it. So this is the part we have pasted. We can change it to sign up. Sign up here. We'll have an email, a password. We also need one more field, confirm password. So the placeholder will say confirm password. The button will say sign up. There will be no forgot password text here, and the social icons will be same. Now it looks so cluttered. Don't worry, we'll fix it. So in the form, we can add just like we have added for sign in, we can add for sign up as well. So this sign up we can add, and we need to add this. So to hide this, we'll make the position absolute, and we'll add top 1. So for example, if I add top 50%, so this will go 50% above. So if I add top 50%, this will go 50% below it from the top. If I add minus 50%, it will go 50% above. So if just I make a border so that you can visualize it better. 1 pixel on the right. Okay, so you can see it has gone 50% up. If I give it positive, it will come 50% below. So I'll just to hide it, if I give 100%, it will go 100% up. It is not visible. But for animation to look better, we can do it furthermore of minus of 115%. So this will be not visible. We can comment this border. We don't need it. Now we need to add the below part, which is this one. I am calling it as form text. Okay, so just below this form, there will be form text section. So there will be a div form text dot sign in. Inside that, there will be an h2. So in the sign in, it will ask he is a new user, and it will also add us, let's say, explore millions of opportunities. You can add whatever text you want, and it will also have an image, which I have already added, image1.svg. Don't worry, it is not looking good. We'll fix it. Let's start our form text section. Form text section. So form text section will make the position absolute. From the top it will be 0, and from the left it will be 70%. So here we have width of this part. This form has width 70%. So this form is taking this. If I add a border 1 pixel solid white, so you can see this form is taking 70% of this container. The form text part which will take 30% of this. That's why I've added the. So from left, this form text should be 70%. So 70% distance from left. That's why we have to add 70%. Now we'll give a height as 100%, and we'll give it width as 30%. So take the 30% width of the container, and padding, we can add some padding, and we can change the text color to green, primary color, and we can also change the background. So we'll be using beige light. Okay, now let's add display flex. We need to be showing these in the vertical order. So flex direction we need to add as column, and we need to do align items center so that they look better. and transition will add was 1.2 seconds. Now let's fix this image first, then we'll come back to other things. So font text has an image tag. So we'll first change the width. So max width this image can get is 200 pixel. Okay. We'll make the position absolute, and from bottom it will be 130 pixel, and from left it will be 30 pixel. It is not looking good because of the margin we have added. Once we remove the margin, it will look good. So we would add a margin here. If we remove the margin and just stretch it, this should look good. But now, as of now, I'll keep the margin, and when we'll make it responsive, we'll remove this margin. So after adding this flex direction as column, let's go to font text and style the sign in one. We'll add another one for sign up as well. That's why I'm adding is. So transition delay, I'll give it as 0.5 second. Now form text has an h2 tag and form text has a p tag, which is these both tags. Okay, so these both tags, we'll fix them. So we'll go to give text align center, and we'll add some margin from top and bottom, and we'll add some padding too. We'll add a line height to increase the distance between them, and we can change the color, and we can give a border radius as well. This will have not many effect, but we'll see. So we are done with our sign in form, if you can see. So we'll add sign up form now. So sign up form is added. Sign up text form text part in sign up is remaining. So we'll add that too. So sign up, it will on the sign up page, and it will ask if the user is already logged in, and we can add car. We have missed you a lot. You can add whatever text you want. The image will be as it is. We also need a button here to switch from one to another. So this will take the user to sign up page, because it is on the sign in. The class will use is mode button, and here you can see uh, also we need to add this button here after the p tag. This will say sign in. Yes, so we'll first remove this since it is overlapping. We'll first remove one of them, which is form text dot sign up. So just like we have removed the sign up form, we'll remove the form text sign up part. So we'll give it left at 0, and from top we'll give top 115%. So you can see here the sign up form has the form text part at the left side. That's why I've given left as 0, and it is coming from below and going back below the form. So that's why I'm giving top. From top it will take 115%, That means it will go below it. So if you want to see it, what you can do is you can just remove this overflow hidden property, because that is what is making this text, this forms hidden. So if you just remove this property, the hidden property part is gone and everything will be visible. So here it will actually reside. So but since overflow hidden property is applied, this will not be shown. And when we'll change the mode, the it will appear it will look like it is appearing from the bottom. Okay, now we will okay, we will need to add a transition delay as well. So we'll try a transition delay of 0 second. And now we will design these two buttons. So buttons, submit button. Let's design the submit button first. I'll give it a width of 250 pixel, font size of 1.1 rem, and border radius of 30 pixel. Cursor would be pointer. We'll remove the outline, remove the background, add some padding from the top and bottom, and I'll give it a border of 3 pixels solid, dark, and change the top and left border to light. So it will be primary color. Same will go for left. Uh, 3 pixels solid, primary color, and I'll just change the text color white. This button looks good, but you can see there is no effect on hover, and as in this button, on the hover it is glowing, and when I press it, it is giving a press effect. So to add that, we'll just add the glow effect on hover using box shadow property. So on the box shadow, we can add some properties. So we'll use the same primary color. Now you can see the box shadow property is working. Now to add the press effect, so when this button is active, you can add the transform of translate y with 1 pixel. So it will transform 1 pixel below, and the shadow will also reduce to make the press effect better. So it will look better. So you can see the shadow is changing. So this is giving a better effect of this. If I don't change the shadow, although it will transform, but the effect is not as much good. So you can see it. This looks better. Now similarly, we need to design this mode btn, which is very similar. So we can just copy and paste it. I need to just change the width, which will be like 100 pixel, and font size is, I need to change maybe default font size is good. Yes, and I think rest all things are good. Maybe I can add some height to it, which will make it smaller, and I can add font width so that text looks okay, a little bit bold. That's it. Let's add the same hover effects on this one too. So this should also show these effects. Or rather, what we can do is instead of rewriting it, we can just add it here. So give a comma, mode btn colon hover, and similarly here mode btn colon active. So these effects will be applied to this one also. Yes. Now we are done with our sign in part of the form and also sign up part of the form, but we are not able to see it. So let's add the transition. Transition is very simple. What we will be doing is we'll be adding a class here in this container called sign up mode. And when this class has this property sign up mode, uh, we should be showing the sign up form. And when this class does not exist, we should not be showing the sign up form. That means we should be showing the sign in form by default. So let's add it first. So I'll call it as sign up mode, let's say, and event container and sign up mode. So on both these classes, the sign up form and similarly the form text sign up part should be from top equal to 0. So that means form.signup and form text.signup, this top would become 0 and this in this form.signup we can see, okay, this one will become 0. From top it will be 0. That means they will come back. So and also now these two parts, the form sign in and form text.sign in, need to be hidden when sign up mode is active. So for that, what we will do is we will add in the container with the sign up mode, we will add form with sign in and we'll make this hidden. So from top it would go below it. So when you can see in this one, when the sign up changes, so this goes, this come from up and this is coming from bottom. So you can see coming from upwards, this is coming from bottom. That's why I am giving to the form minus of 115% because it will go upwards. And also the sign in form text sign in will take plus of 115% so that it goes below. So now let's add this class and see if it is actually working. So sign up mode, if it is there, so sign up is there, sign up here. Okay, I think I need to add one more property in the sign up, which is left 0, not here. I need to add the form dot sign up from left. So this one should be from right 0. Yes, so from right it should be 0. Yes. Okay, so this looks good. So when this class is there, the sign up form will show. When this class is not there, the sign in form will show. Now we need to add an event listener on this button so that what it will do when this button is pressed, a class is added in this div, and when class is added and this button is pressed, uh, this class should be removed. So we'll do that using the JavaScript. So let's add that first. Now, first of all, we need to get both of our buttons. So we'll add an ID to it so that we can get them easily. Not this one, I think we need to take this one's ID. I'll say it as sign up, and I'll say this as sign in. Sign in. Okay, so in the script file, we will take sign up button using document.query selector and select the ID of sign up, and also sign up button. This is sign up button, okay, and sign in button document.query selector in the sign in. Also, we are adding the class in the container, so we need to bring that too. So document.query selector will select the container also. Now just need to add an event listener, sign up button dot add event listener. So when somebody clicks it, the callback should be called. So this callback would have let's say container in the class list. Just toggle the sign up mode class. So if it is present, just delete it. If it is not present, just add it. That's what it will do. Same goes for sign in button. So sign in, sign up mode, it will do the same. So if we just stretch it and go into the inspect and check our body, so in this container should be added with the class names. So if I press sign up, you can see the sign up mode is added and the sign up form is changed. If I press sign in here, you can see the sign up is removed. Now our animations are also working fine. So when I press sign up and when I press sign in, so there is a little mistake also. We can fix that easily. So what is happening right now? Let's understand first. When I press sign up, this is going up, this is going upward, this is going downwards. So I press sign up, but it is taking a delay. So since we have added the delays on both of the sign in form, so if in the form text.sign in, we have added the 0.5 second delay, and similarly in the form.sign in, if we go upwards and check, we have added the delay of 0.5 second. We need to remove these delays. So that's why if when we remove these delays, this will not take time and it will just quickly move upwards. So for that, in this one only we can add those. So I take container.signup mode in the sign in and in the form text.sign in the form text.sign in, just add the transition delay as 0 second. So now this should be working fine. Okay, so you can see form sign in and form text.sign in. The transition delay is working fine. The sign up to sign in is working fine, but the sign in to sign up is now this sign up is not having any delays. So we need to add the delay to the form sign it. So we can add the delay here of 0.5 second. So it should be taking some time before coming up, because first this part needs to be hidden and then the next part needs to come. That's why we need some delay here. When a transition delay, now this is fine. We don't have this delay, so if we don't have this delay, it is coming directly. So adding this delay is will solve the issue. Now let's make it responsive. So responsive will add for two devices, for let's say a tablet and a mobile phone. So we'll add properties for both. So add media for max width 920 pixel. We'll start adding the properties. So container will have, so as you can see, it is not currently looking good. So after adding these properties, this will start looking good. We can remove the margin now so that we can see the effect better. So this margin we need to remove. Now we will be able to see it much better. Okay, so the container will change the width and the height will keep the same, and we'll also change the border radius. The container form, we can change the width to 100% and height to 80%. So basically we want to make it in the vertical form, in the column form, rather than in the row form when it is a tablet or mobile phone. So in the form text, you can add a width of 100%, height of 20%, and from left it will be auto, flex direction will be changed to row, and justify content to center. Okay, dot form text. Okay, by default we should not be having this property, so let's just remove that sign up mode. So that we can see it's much better. Form text dot sign in should be having top, from top it should be having 80%, so that it comes below. We need to add this important so that it will override the other properties. Similarly, form text dot sign up will take top 110%, and on the, you can see in the smaller devices the images are not looking good. So what we can do is, we can, for smaller devices, we can hide the image. As you can see here, image is not visible, so we are removing the images for smaller devices. Now for container dot sign up dash mode, form text dot sign in, this should have, when it is sign up mode, the sign in form should be hidden. I just add important. Similarly, when it is sign up mode, the sign up form should be visible. So form text dot sign up should be visible. So it should be top, from top it should take 80%. Yes. So let's decrease the size of this font from 1.7 rem, and also minor changes in other parts too. We'll decrease the margin to 20 pixel, and the button will also be taking 35 pixel. On the p tag, here we'll be taking margin of 25 pixel, and p dot or will be having margin 25 pixel from top and bottom, and no, this should be like this. This is better. And social icons need to be adjusted because you can see they are not looking good right now. Social, you can decrease the margin from top so that they go upper, and also we need to add the decrease the border also. So we have added the 3 pixel border, we can change it to 2 pixel or 1 pixel so that it looks better. Is Google color. Okay, let's decrease it a little bit more. It is still taking a little huge space, so for that we can adjust the margins. So we can decrease this margin, or let's say we can decrease it to 20. Okay, this looks good. Map a sign up. Okay, this is looking good. So you can adjust the margins accordingly. Now we can move to mobile devices. So for media, max width 560 pixel. We can add a container of width and height. Justify content will give space around font text. I'll give display as none. So the p tag will not be visible. So to see the changes, let's just stretch it. So for mobile devices, if we remove this, the text will look, it is not looking good. So we can choose to hide the p tag. So it is looking better. Also, what we can do is we can change the margin 35 pixel. We can take a div of margin to 15 pixel from top and bottom, and we need to change the height and width of these social icon anchor tags so that they would become circular. Also, the font size for the social icons we need to change. Font dot social dot fa. The font size will change it to 1 rem so that it looks good. So I think that's it we will do for responsiveness. You can play around more if you want to make more changes. As of now, we'll be doing this much. Now one more thing is remaining, the color changing effect which we have. So for that we need to be going to in the script.js, and there we will be going we need to add a theme data. So I have already generated the theme data. I'll just add it and give it in the description. You can just copy and paste. So I'll add it here, the theme data. These are four colors I'm taking, and for the same colors I have downloaded the image of the same colors. So for that, since we will be changing the image also, we will bring the image. So using the document.query selector all, it will select all the image tags. So after selecting all the image tags, it will bring them up as array. So what we can do, we can also bring the root, because what we will be doing to change the colors, we'll be changing these variable names, because everywhere we are using these variable names. So if we assign different colors to these variable names, uh, the colors will be automatic. The colors will change automatically. So for that, we will bring the root document dot query selector, and to bring the root, you need to provide colon root. And now we will just define a function, change theme. You can give whatever name you want. The function will be having root dot style dot set property. It is style dot set property, and I will be changing the primary color to from theme data array, this array. So this array is this is the primary color. So in every part, first one is the primary color. So from this one, just take from every eye, just take the primary color. We need to define I. So I will define as 0, and okay, we'll do it later. So this I we are taking, and this I we will be uh, giving in the function. So we'll define the I later. So just copy and paste this, because we need to change primary dark and bg gradient and bg light. They are in the order, so 1, 2, and 3. Also we need to change the image, so it is an array, so select the first image and set attribute of source and change the source. So I've given the sources as accordingly according to their colors. So from theme data, take the fourth index, do it for the second image. Now to change this, we need to define an interval. So after that, uh, every few seconds, whatever we define, this function should be called. So for that, we can use the set interval function of JavaScript. So which will take, for example, if we take 4 seconds, every 4 seconds, this function should be called. So we'll call change theme and provide an I, and we'll define an I here. So I, and every time we'll increase the I. So since we can go only up to 4, we have only 3 elements. 4 elements, so we can go up to 3. So if I goes to 4, just reset the I to 0. This is very basic logic. Uh, this should be working. So if I save it, okay, it is working. You can see the image also. Okay, image is not changing, and it is not working as expected. So change theme I and I plus plus. If I equals to 4, then reset the I. Okay, so for every root, we are changing the properties properly. Yes, and here we have this. After saving, it is changing only once, and then do I need to define it here? And the images are also not working, so let me debug it. To debug it, we can go to inspect and we can see the error. Cannot read the properties, set attribute of undefined. So somehow this image is coming as undefined. Let's see. So there is a mistake. Okay. Query selector all should be added so that it can bring all the images. So now it is working fine. Query selector selects only one tag, so that's why it was coming as undefined because it is not an array then. So you can see our project is login form is ready. And type here. So you can see the button effects are working properly. The icons are working properly. You can type if you want to convert this into React function, React JS. You can let me know in the comments. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.